What's up, you guys? Chase the Dark Sage here, and today we are back with another video, and you might not see that I'm as jolly as I usually am. And that's because the creator of one of my favorite series from my childhood has recently passed. Now, I wanted to wait a little bit before I actually touched upon this in the video because, I wanted to respect the wishes and kind of let this news kind of simmer in. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the mangaka, the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! Has recently passed. Kazuki Takahashi. He's gone. You get what I'm saying? He's passed. And this is the second mangaka that I've known to pass while I've been seriously collecting manga. The first one was Kentaro Miura, who I was new to his work at the beginning when he first passed. I remember literally posting my Berserk review the same day he died, but it was just too much of a coincidence because I posted mine like early in the afternoon, and the night of the day I posted that video, he was announced to have been passed. So it's really crazy timing how that video came out, and people were assuming that I was posting it to get views and things like that. I mean, well, generally when you post on YouTube, you post to get views, but they thought I was like kind of like fishing for the views because he died. But I'm glad that a lot of Broke Boy Gang kind of stood up for me and told them like, yo, he posted this like way earlier in the day before this happened. Today's video is basically to give the roses to Takahashi himself. Such a great mangaka. You guys know that I love Yu-Gi-Oh! You guys could probably remember that I actually made a Yu-Gi-Oh! Shrine video where I made a Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Shrine, and I, made it on its own shelf itself. Like, I have Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures, I got the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga, all the original run of all of Yu-Gi-Oh! That was his creation, because GX and 5Ds aren't his thing. He really wrote the first 3 series of Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is Yu-Gi-Oh!, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist, and then Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium World. And maybe R? I'm not sure. It's just really sad to see a mangaka go, especially so young that he was. And I know that he recently had one of his works published through Viz, the Spider-Man and Iron Man comic. I've told you guys in the Viz Media video that I kind of wanted to cop it just because I like that mangaka himself. It's really sad to see him pass, and this one really hurts because I grew up on Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are going to say that, but I grew up on Yu-Gi-Oh! Just like a lot of you 90s kids have, or some of you early 2000 kids have. I have my Yu-Gi-Oh! Card binder still, Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga, Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures. Heck, I remember even going to the theater to watch the Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie where they had the old Egyptian gods, but not like the Egyptian god cards like Slifer and all them, but like the Nubius, the actual Egyptian gods, like the whole Nubius beast card thing and all that. I remember going to go see that movie in theaters and getting a little exclusive card with that. I actually still have it. It's crazy to see that, this is really happening right here. And I don't want to make this a super sad video, but we are going to talk about a serious topic right after that. But I wanted to give this manga his flowers because I felt like he was being severely looked over within the manga community. I remember when I was going through my Yu-Gi-Oh! Reread, and I was telling people about Yu-Gi-Oh! How like, yo, this could have been like a super dark manga, horror manga. Like, I really like the first concept of Yu-Gi-Oh! Without the trading cards. Like, I liked that concept before, and I was like, yo, this could have been like a super dope concept. People was like, oh, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! And I get it, everybody wasn't in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like I am. So, I don't know. I really enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! And I need to read all of Duelist, and I need to read all of Millennium World. And if you want to check out my review of Yu-Gi-Oh!, I actually have it in the manga reading log. I'll link it in the description down below. But man, it's really sad to see, and I obviously wasn't too familiar with all his other works outside of Yu-Gi-Oh!, but obviously I'm a huge fan of Yu-Gi-Oh!, and I grew up with Yu-Gi-Oh!, so this obviously devastates me a bit, especially with, a resurgence kind of in the card game, with the whole game being on a PS5. I remember I bought the Yu-Gi-Oh! Game on Switch a few months ago as well, and it was fun. I felt like I was reliving my nostalgia or my childhood, and it's sad to see that he won't be able to publish any more work. That's the saddest part about a mangaka passing, is that you won't be able to see any of his work come to life anymore because that mind isn't here no more. I mean, it's in here with us in spirit, if that sounds, I don't know if that sounds too corny, but you get what I'm saying. Like, his soul is like still here with us in spirit. Gotta give Kazuki Takahashi, I hope I'm saying his name right, the flowers that he deserves, because he greatly deserves those flowers. A lot of us 90 kids grew up with Yu-Gi-Oh! So I don't want to hear it. Oh, it should have been me, not him. Come on. Classic moments from the anime. And without the manga, the anime wouldn't be a thing. So, yeah. But let's go ahead and actually switch gears a bit. I know we're going to do a little tonal shift, but enough is enough. I'm sick I'm sick and tired of all you fakers and you posers. And I have my jokey voice so I can kind of lift the mood up a bit, but I'm actually serious with this. I'm actually sick and tired of you fakers and posers. This happened with Kentaro Miura. This happened when I was collecting Funko Pops. This happens probably within every collecting genre that we have, collecting niche, whatever you want to call it. When someone dies, when someone passes, that does not mean that you go and buy up all the stock of whatever it is that of their work or that relates to them to flip it at a higher / exorbitant price. Why are y'all so sick in the head? Like, this man just passed. His friends are sad. Family is sad. The people who were fans of his work are sad. But you think because he passed, oh man, you know, I'm gonna make me a quick little buck off this Yu-Gi-Oh manga. I'm gonna say it's out of print and everything. Oh, this Yu-Gi-Oh figure that's not being made no more? Oh yeah, I'm gonna flip that joint, especially since he dead now. No, that's sick. That's sick. And please, please, for the people who are not like these nasty, disgusting, vile people, do not buy into it. I repeat, do not buy into it. When it comes to the collecting niche, it pays off to have patience. And what I mean by that, and I've touched on this in the previous video, these flippers, these scalpers, they prey on your impatience and your ignorance, basically. You get what I'm saying? So they prey on you not knowing well, and they also prey on you not being patient enough to wait for something. I know a lot of people wanting to get Yu-Gi-Oh right now because the manga died. And I understand, I'm not gonna gatekeep. I kind of want to, but I'm not gonna gatekeep for the people who want to collect Yu-Gi-Oh now because the manga died. And that's understandable with a lot of things when it comes to collecting. I remember when Chadwick Boseman died, RIP to the GOAT. A lot of people wanted the Black Panther Pops. A lot of people were flipping the Black Panther Pops. It was just sickening. You get what I'm saying? So to see this again and again and again, it's just so tiring. And so I ask you guys that are not the flippers and the scalpers, do not buy into it. They're trying to get you on your impatience. They're trying to play off your impatience and your ignorance. They're gonna probably put some manga out and say, oh, super out of print, never getting made again, ever again. Gotta get it now or else you'll never get it again. Don't fall for that. I mean, I think the singles of Yu-Gi-Oh are out of print, but let's be real. If you really wanted that, you would have got it. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you really wanted something, you would have got it. But when it comes to the omnibuses, which I know was like super hard to find, I still haven't even completed them because they're super hard to find. But when it comes to the omnibuses, they're hard to get, but I don't think, see, I could be wrong, but I don't think that they're out of print. I just think that they're severely out of stock. So it's been harder for me to actually piece up all of my Yu-Gi-Oh manga together. The singles, I got all the singles from the original run, from the actual work that Kazuki Takahashi actually made himself. But the omnibuses, 5Ds, I can kind of wait on that because I have the actual original run of the series. But please, please guys, please, I ask you, do not buy into this false hype of someone dying and people flipping their merchandise for exorbitant prices just to make a quick buck off of you. They're making a quick buck off of someone's death. What type of sick individual do you have to be? Now I get it. People are going through hard times. People are going through plenty of things in the world where you might need the money. But why'd you have to go through this route to get the money? You get what I'm saying? To me, it's a difference between making the money, you know, for needs and, you know, just having morality when you're making the money. I get it. People need to put food on the plates and people need to bring food in the house. People need to pay their electric bill, their rent, yada, yada, woo. But to profit off of someone's death to do that? Was there like no other way for you to make that money besides profiting off of someone's death? It's just sick. I think it's sick. Oh, and then people were doing it with Berserk too. They were just buying it up because he died and they were trying to flip it, especially the stuff that was still in print. That's the nastiest part. When they lie to you guys and tell you, oh yeah, this was definitely out of print. You could never find this ever again. Yeah, maybe certain print versions like the first edition and the second edition, maybe, those volumes weren't out of print. They were just going out of stock because people were buying them up and trying to flip them. Please do not, and I ask again, please do not fall for this hype that's happening with all these people trying to flip and trying to make a profit off of someone dying. But that's about it for this video. I just had to talk about that because I wanted to give my flowers. A lot of people asked me if I knew about the news, and yes, I wanted to touch upon it as well because obviously this manga and his work mean a lot to me itself, and obviously I don't want to get too sad. You guys know I love Yu-Gi-Oh. You guys have seen the Yu-Gi-Oh merch. You probably see the Yu-Gi-Oh figures like right there. You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck. Classic moments like that. Classic moments like that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you are new to the channel, you haven't already, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, post notification bell, like the video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. All my links will be in the description down below. I don't know if I did my clap earlier, but so You already know we gotta give a huge shout out to my Patreon pledges for going ahead and financially supporting the channel. Guys, I highly appreciate what you guys are doing for me, financially donating on Patreon. And I gotta give a huge shout out to the YouTube members for also financially donating on the YouTube side of things as well. Big shout out to Broke Boy Gang. We really lost a good one, gang. We really lost a good one. But it's all right. You know, we're gonna celebrate his work. We're not just gonna be sad because he died. We're gonna celebrate his work and what he's done for the manga community itself, and what he's done for plenty of other people. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has changed so many lives. Let's focus on the good stuff. Let's not focus just on the negative. And let's also send prayers and wishful thoughts to his family, friends, and the people that were close to him in his life, like the people who worked with him as well. Comment down below. What's your favorite moment, or like, what's your favorite meme from Yu-Gi-Oh? In fact, yeah, what's your favorite meme from Yu-Gi-Oh? There's just so many that's come out. Oh my gosh, there's just so many. Mine's probably got to be like, no, it should have been me, not him. It's not fair. That's actually a soundbite on my Twitch whenever something happens that like I really want. Oh man, classic moments, classic moments. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. Dark Sage out. Peace.